And now your 13 News Now weather forecast, certified most accurate in Hampton Roads.
All right, a lot of rain across the area, and as we mentioned, some of those inland areas getting more of a mix. Every so often, it's even all snow in a couple of spots north and west. More on that in a second. Right now, a lot of low clouds, a lot of lousy weather, to be honest with you. And as you can see, central parts of the state starting to clear out a little bit. That will tend to fill in. But right now, the heaviest of the precipitation, and it's all rain, little bit, literally once in a while in a really heavy downpour. You might see a pellet or two of sleet here all the way through northeast North Carolina, back up into Southside Virginia, approaching the southern tip of the eastern shore. And then once you get west of about the I-64-264 interchange, it is much, much lighter precipitation. And in some spots, it's very light rain. Now to the north, here's Williamsburg. I've been getting reports all night that every time it comes down a little more heavily, you get snow or a little bit of a snow, rain, sleet mix, and then it goes back to some rain with a little bit of sleet. It just goes back and forth. You can see all of these areas are right on the borderline, depending on exactly how heavily that precipitation comes down. It's all falling as snow a few thousand feet up. The problem is that, again, when it comes down really heavily with temperatures 34, 35, it doesn't have time to melt. So occasional rain then tonight, a mix well inland, that northerly wind continuing to keep us rather chilly. You can see currently we're at 38, 36 Newport News. You don't get freezing until you get up near Wallops Island, just above freezing right now in Melfa, and then freezing goes back here to Richmond and back down to Emporia, Petersburg, West Point, Saluda. That's where the freezing line is, and that's where the snow is sticking a little bit more significantly. So going through overnight into tomorrow, we keep the rain around here. We keep that mixed area, again, from upper Newport News occasionally up through about West Point, and then west of there, I think there may even still actually be a mix here around the Richmond area at that time. Eventually, as the precipitation pulls out and the cold air comes in, that's when we have our best chance of seeing a little bit of that changeover, again, especially in some of the western locations. A cold night tomorrow night, 20s for the inland areas, low 30s for the rest of us. Chilly despite the sunshine, only 40s then during the day on Sunday. As you can see, here's that moisture continuing to stream up through the region. Here is the famous European model, the CMWF model. And as you can see, 6 to 12 inches around Richmond it's calling for. I do not think that is correct. That assumes a normal 10-to-1 ratio. There won't be that large an area of 6 to 12. In our opinion, because that storm will be a lot of wet snow mixed in. So the amounts probably need to be cut down at least 50%. Look at the American model, says 14 inches in West Point, 10 in Richmond, 10 up in Tappahannock. Could there be one or two spots that see that? Maybe. Only if it's a dry snow, and we think that is unlikely. Excuse me. As you can see, minor amounts possible around here at the very end. So tonight, 37 occasional rain, a mix well inland, meaning Williamsburg out toward maybe Emporia, even Franklin potentially, but I think west of there. Tomorrow, 39 periods of rain, but that mix moves east as we go through the day and get into the evening. And then Sunday, only 45 for the high, 10% chance of a flurry early, well to the north. 53, 52 Monday, Tuesday, a few flurries or sprinkles Tuesday night, and then a real cold front again Wednesday, highs only in the 30s.
All right, thanks so much, Jeff.